Hi there, it's PJ, and this is a project that I'm going to be doing in my home. I have never painted cabinets before, so this is my upstairs bathroom. As you can see, the cabinetry, and the hardware, and the sinks, everything is outdated with this piece here. The first thing I'm going to do is to take the hinges off of the doors using my Black & Decker drill. Now I'm going to take off those handles, as those lovely handles, they've got to go. And as you can see, I have my mouse sander here with some 80 grit sandpaper because I'm going to begin sanding the doors. Sanding time with my mouse sander. The part that takes most of your time with refinishing or redoing cabinets is the sanding process, because you have to do the fronts and backs of the doors, you have to do the base of the cabinet. It's a lot of tedious work. If there are curves in the doors, you've got to make sure you use either sandpaper or some type of device to get that area sanded properly. So it's a lot of work, but it's very rewarding, as you will soon see. I know I'm stoked about it. The back side of the door is so much easier to sand because there are no curved parts. So look how good this door turned out. Next, I am priming the doors, both sides. Look how nice the back side has come out so far. Now to prime the front of the cabinet door. And now I am priming the small wooden panels that are above the cabinet doors on the vanity. The exterior of the base of the cabinets has been sanded, as you can see. And now I am sanding the interior of the cabinets where the things will be stored. Now to begin painting with the primer on the cabinets. Let's go. And now to prime all of it, the exterior and the interior of the base of the cabinets. Making sure to paint around the plumbing. Have to use the brush for this part next to the floor. It's getting there. I'm excited, as you can see. So this is the super cool color that I have chosen to paint the cabinets. It's like a bluish gray, and I'm excited because I think it will give the room a pop of color. If only this was a can of melted chocolate. It makes me think about chocolate as it's dripping off the stick. I guess because I have a chocolate craving. Seriously though, what a beautiful color this is. So I am super excited. This color is called In the Shadows, and it is a satin paint that I'm using, and I am now putting it on the cabinetry base, and I'm so excited. And my friend Rob here, who has been a tremendous help with this project in my bathroom, I am so grateful to, because I could not have done this without his help. Now I am putting the In the Shadows color on the doors. I am using a small paintbrush to get into the corners that would be kind of difficult for the roller to get into, to make sure that everything is covered nicely. I love that you can see the wood grain through the paint. Now to paint the small wooden panels that go above the doors. Looking good. Now Rob is helping me put on these wooden panels using these plastic pieces that adhere the panel to the cabinet with a single screw. And I am being his assistant on this part with handing him the pieces. I truly think that when you have home projects to do, if you have a friend or husband or significant other, it's so much fun if you work well together to get these things done, because it gets done much faster and it's so rewarding. Look at it so far. I love the color. I truly love it when you can finally see how things are coming together, and it totally is. So next, I'm going to be putting the hinges on the door first, and I have opened the bag of the little screws, and you need to use the little flat screws for the part that is being adhered onto the door, for which I am doing now. So I am going to be putting the hinge onto the door, and I was very fortunate that I did not have to change the holes in the door, that I found hinges that fit exactly the holes that were already in the door, and I'm just placing the screws in there first, getting them started with my hand, and then using a small screwdriver. And now I'm doing the same thing for the other hinge of the door. So next we're going to put the handles on the door. So with opening the package, you will find 2 sets of screws, a longer set and a shorter set, depending on your cabinet size, I assume. But I'm going to be using the shorter set and not the longer set for the doors that I'm putting up. So excited, they're gonna look so good. So I'm now going to place the screws through the holes in the door. And then next I'm going to place the handle right on top of the screws, and then flip the door over and place it down on the floor, and then start the screws with my hand before starting to use the screwdriver. This, not so bad. And now I just repeat the whole process over again for each door, and I have 4 of them. So all of the doors have the hinges on them and the handles, so all the hardware is on the doors. Hey! So the first panel has been put on the door and it looks gorgeous, and now I'm going to show you how to put on the hardware on the second door panel. So the rounded screws that were in the package of the hinges are the screws that you use to adhere the hinge to the actual cabinet. And look at that, it closes perfectly. And now to do the other 2 doors that are part of the vanity. I had to loosen them a little bit to adjust for the right height. Look at that. And now to do the other door. And this side is always harder for me because I'm not left-handed. And I know that I could use a drill, but I just was afraid that I would give too much power. And so I wanted to just use the little small screwdriver. And I'm glad that I did because everything's going smoothly. And the last thing that I have to do is put on these adhesive cushions to keep the door from slamming when it is closed. Closes perfectly. OMG, what a difference. Look at the transformation that has occurred. I love it. They don't even look like the same vanity from this to this. Another PJ's Garage Creations.